All right, I think we're live, right? All right. Hey, citizens. Sorry about the snafu here. We're trying to hone in YouTube and some of the different nuances of it. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. Some days it's our platform, or not just our platform, but sometimes it's our mechanics of trying to get it on live. So obviously, Mondays with the Mayor, welcome. Today is the 21st of July. I'm always excited to get in front of the citizens and answer any questions that you guys have. So what we're going to do is we're going to run down into the first question. And the first question is from Jenny. Jenny, she wanted to know, when will the septic haulers be able to dump in our sewer lagoon? So got with Public Works right now. The bugs are doing what they needed to do. So what we talk about bugs is these bugs go in there and eat all the fog. That's I think it's fecal oil and grease or organic matter or whatnot. But right now it costs us about $20,000 to get all the bugs. So it looks like probably September timeframe. I got a hold of Chris Curtis, a Public Works Director, and he was telling me if we could push it off till September, all that should be ready to rock and roll by then. So, and then we're also having to get with the council and ask them if we can buy what do we call it? A grease tester. So some of the haulers and some of the blue chemicals are giving an imbalance. So some of that blue chemical that's in those haulers, there's too much of that, and then when you put it into our sewer lagoons, it kills the bugs, so on and so forth. So it's a fine balance. So obviously, what we do is we take all that in, we treat it, and then it goes on to our farm. So here moving forward, we're looking at September, maybe mid-September, end of September. We'll probably in September put out another shout out on city website telling you when the haulers will be able to, the septic haulers will be able to actually start hauling out to the sewer lagoons. I know from a couple of citizens out in the county told me that there are a couple of haulers out of Burley that are coming all the way here and then hauling it all the way back to Burley. So we obviously want to stay local, shop local, all that good stuff. So here moving forward, we're going to work on that. But end of September, or mid-September, end of September, we got to still buy a $20,000 grease tester. Here moving forward. Good question, Jenny. Thank you. This one is quality of streaming the council meetings, and obviously this doesn't even have the person. Oh, doesn't have the person's name on here, but I'm sorry, the name wasn't on this one. We are currently in the process of trying to get a whole new streaming platform system. Those aren't cheap. I think the city of Chubbuck was over $100,000. What we're looking for is what we put in the budget this year was about $60,000 to do a whole new streaming platform where you have a TV that the audience can look at. You can, and then the mics go to exact council members or myself. So if I'm speaking, it goes to me and it labels it. Same with a councilman. Say you have Council President Councilman Harjo speaking, it'll go to him, or Councilwoman Workla, and so on and so forth. So right now we are, like I said, the council, from what we've had budget meetings, so they put that into the budget to get us a whole new streaming mechanics and platform. Let's see here. This one is from Mark. Mark, where did the money come from for the city's portion of the pool? So what the council and we decided to do was allocate, or we levied property taxes and your sales tax, and then we also did a build fund for our cash match for the city pool. So the neat thing is we got to use the Land and Water Conservation Grant of about 1.25 mil. And then what we ended up doing was, like I said, doing a build fund, levy property taxes, and the sales tax. And what we talk about levy, the recreation department is a levy fund. Cemetery would be a levy fund. The library would be a levy fund. So that's where those funds were allocated for our cash match of the pool. All right. Those are the only 3 questions that I had, but I'm super excited that Nikki, I've been told about this, but I'm going to come a little bit closer and show you how proud are we of this nice lady. Amy Hartman won the 2025 Junior Nationals in Fargo, North Dakota.
From what I know, I think she's the first wrestler in Mountain Home to achieve the national champion title in Wells Fargo. So you're making Mountain Home proud, Amy, and that is just amazing. So good on you. We're super stoked, and it's super cool. I'm sure your parents are super proud, but I want, on behalf of the mayor and the city of Mountain Home, we're super proud of you as well. That is awesome. So congrats. I want to send a huge shout out to you, Amy, for that. Second thing I would do a shout out about is there's a citywide, or actually it's a countywide bird ban. And if you had any issues coming home from Boise this weekend, that was an accident that, for what I was told, I think it was started with a car fire, if not mistaken, but it burned so far. Currently active map shows 8,902 acres. Evacuations at this time, road closures. I know there's a few people that got in some fender benders because the smoke was horrible. Hopefully you're safe other than that, and hopefully not too many people got hurt in the I-84 thing. But I was going to Boise, saw it, and the traffic was just incredibly long. So here moving forward, there is a burn ban, so it doesn't mean you cannot burn in a fire pit, like a gas fire pit that you have at your house. You can still do that, but if you're going to burn something like weeds and bushes or whatever, I think you might want to talk to the old fire chief and the fire marshal here at the city and make sure that you have them on call or standby just in case something gets away from you. But from what I know, that you're not allowed to burn. So here moving forward, definitely want to send out a huge shout out for the fireworks. I know I said in the council, thanks to the streetwalkers, the ladies that go door to door asking for funds for our 4th of July celebration. I tell everybody, if you haven't been to a Mountain Home fireworks show, you're missing out. I think we put on like the 2nd or 3rd largest fireworks display in the state of Idaho for a municipality our size. And that's all due to the ladies that are out there hustling and bustling and trying to raise funds for those fireworks. Also, too, I want to send out a huge shout out to the fire department themselves. So we're taking those days to set all the fireworks up and get ready for that huge display. Firecracker 1, Firecracker 2, you guys continue to crush it. So I look forward to seeing what you guys do in the future as well. And last but not least, the citizens. The citizens, make that fireworks display happen with your gracious donations. So if you have it in your heart, continue to donate, and we appreciate that as well. I know another shout out is the fiber optics LED number 1 is closing. So right now we have a meeting with Clearwater Financials to pick the bank that the LED will get funded back to. And so if you follow the budget process, you'll see that we'll have about $1.2 million going back into the fiber department. So hopefully in the future we can do LED 2, 3, 4, 5, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that should be closing soon. Now let's see here. Council this last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we did our budget process. So if you're citizens, you want to come in and watch that budget process, we're getting ready to finalize all that. The only last thing we have to do is on Tuesday, and that was, I think, street department and golf course. Other than that, I think the budget is pretty much a wrap, depending on what the council wants to do on Tuesday. But we're just going to finish that up on Tuesdays, I think, before the city council, during like at 5, finish it up for the budget, and then go into the city council meeting. So you're moving forward, you'll get to see all that. And then last but not least, Chris DeVore and his team of Arts Council members and board of directors, they continue to crush it. So if you've had an opportunity to go down to the Friday Summer Concert Series down at Carmella Park, they're always doing something. So I think in closing, I'm going to end on a high note, other than saying congratulations to Amy once again, Amy Hartman, for being the North Dakota's wrestling champion. That is awesome. And then if you want to go out and see the Arts Council, definitely go out to Carmella. Other than that, thank you for allowing me to do what I do, and have a fantastic rest of your day. See you guys. Take care.